After the epicness of winning the Europa League, we have the UEFA Super Cup to kick off the season, and we're playing Real Madrid. So a nice, gentle game to get us off to season 15, I think this is, 15, 16. Yeah, run the intro. Hello and welcome to NK Maribor. I'm Cultured Left Foot and it's a pleasure to have you with me. You can probably tell from my throat it's a little bit growly, gravelly, bit of the Sean Dyches going on. My hay fever's kicked in really badly and I had quite a heavy drinking session last night. So it's, yeah, don't give me any sympathy. It's all my fault. Hangovers are horrible. If anyone's out of this too young to drink, don't do it because you feel horrendous the next day. Anyway, as you can see on the schedule, we have the UEFA Super Cup against Real Madrid. It is today's game that will be happening in this episode. But before that, we can crack on. We won the Charity Shield 4-0, beating Kirkin over Mesto for the beginning of the season. And last year, we won the Cup. So we did technically the quadruple. And this year, we've already won the Charity Shield. We had a couple of friendlies before the season got underway, which seemed to have helped because we spanked NK Cooper 8-0 in the first game of the season. Hamsbergovic getting 4, Sam Leftfoot getting a goal as well, Radford getting 2, and Lovric getting a goal to finish off the rout. We then beat Juventus in a pre-season friendly for them. 2-0, very good. Hamsbergovic and Paul Radford getting goals. We beat Selge 1-0. Lino Castagoli, who's a new signing, we'll go through the transfers in a minute, getting a goal. We lost to Arsenal 3-1 in a friendly. Alex Cardos getting ours very early doors, but Arsenal responded within a minute and then scored 2 goals to win the game. We beat Olimpia Ljubljana 4-2 in what was a very entertaining game. Cardos getting a hat-trick. We then lost to Man United 2-1 in a friendly, Hamsbergovic getting our goal after Man United were 2-0 up. And we've just beaten MK Domzali. Well, we left it late, last 10 minutes, we got 2 goals. Hamsbergovic getting a goal and the signing Lino Castagnoli getting another. So, today is the Super Cup. But before we get into the game, we will have a look at the transfers that have happened. We will start with the outs. And we'll just do the big names like we normally do. Eric Dyer, released on a free transfer, he retired and has become a pretty terrible head of youth development available on a free transfer. Patrick Akison left on a free, he's gone to Domzale, now worth 2.2 million. Happy that he decided to stay in Slovenia. Actually very good because we're trying to boost everybody else up. The same happened with right back Tariq Smith. A couple of these guys you probably won't actually know anyway, but just to let you know they're still staying in Slovenia, which is pretty cool. Jakub Grosic went for 500k, increasing to 750 with a massive percentage sell-on. And they were desperate to get him, and he was a good, pretty decent goalkeeper, pretty decent potential, but he's not going to get anywhere near our first team at the moment, so I was happy to cash in on him. Hadji moved to Derby for 4 million. That was part of his loan transfer that they took him on. Happy to get him off the wage bill, to be honest. He wasn't playing for us, hence he went loan. Adlanders has gone to Man United for 20 million. They paid his release fee. Unfortunate, but we do have Juan Tapia, who will be filling in for him. He was outstanding for us and Landers, and we made a healthy profit. Once Man United came in for him, I couldn't really say no. And it was the same with Mustafa, who's moved for 25 million back to Chelsea. So we've actually got a very good profit off him. Bought him for 7.5 from Chelsea. 2 really good seasons with us and sold him back to Chelsea for 25 million. Again, his heart was set on the move. He wanted to go. So I gave him... I just said yes. We've got plenty of centre midfielders that can replace him. And we had a left back that could replace Adlanders. So 2 big losses, but very much replaceable. Takak's club legend has moved on. I couldn't really turn down 775k for a 34-year-old who really was on the decline, and he's already had his testimonial. So farewell to him. He was very good servant, won a hell of a lot with us, and moved on. Yeah, after a very good season, a fitting season to end on. A lot of players out on a free transfer. Who else has left? Michael Mitchell, he played 1 season, got him on a free transfer from Man United. 5 goals in 10 games, but just couldn't break into the first team, and wasn't going to break into the first team this year. He's moved to the Championship, so a lower standard. We got 1.5 million from Gillingham. I was more than happy to see him go. And a youngster, Marco Volas, who was sort of back in the days when he first came through the youth system, he was rated to be very high potential, but he's not anymore. So for someone like Radomir to pick him up, he's probably going to be one of their best players, if not their highest potential player at the club, but just because of the differences in levels. Other things that have happened, Ndizi, I sort of wanted to get him in the first team this year, but we've got too many foreign players and still too many centre midfielders, so happy to send him out on loan again. This time he's gone to Fenerbahce, and we'll have to see how he gets on out there. And other than that, not really too many people to discuss which you guys would know about. Again, lots of youngsters and freebies that have all gone out. On the ins though, right, so last season we'd already arranged Ellis Danks to come in from Liverpool. Holding midfielder / centre midfielder, will help us out. Pretty good stats where we need them, so passing's good, tackling's good, marking's decent, good determination, good work rate and positioning and all that stuff down here. Lacking a little bit on the physical side of things. He's only 5'10", so jumping reach wasn't going to be brilliant. But for someone to just sit in front of the back four or be the more defensive role in the midfield too, he looks like he'll suit it. But coming in with him from the other side of Merseyside, Christian Ajazi is also in. He's going to be battling him for those sort of positions. And again, good stats where we need them. Good passing, good technique, good teamwork, good work rate, good vision. Determination's good again, composure, first touch. As a centre midfielder, he's got all the stats you need. An absolute midget at 5'7". So again, a low jumping reach, but those other physicals are very, very good. And he's in as a squad player. He'll do very, very well for us, I think. And then we move on to a loan transfer. Robin Sanders Grembo. Robin Sanders Grembo from Leverkusen. Just get a bit more options at the back, really. Again, good physical stats, mentals and technicals are pretty good for what we need as a centre-back. Can play right-back as well. Won't be really playing that much for us. I can't see him. He's there as a backup. Even though I've got him on a first-team loan contract, he'll be there as a backup. Other loans they're in, we'll look at Castiglione in a minute. Fabien Fontaine-Barbier has come. Another holding midfield option, obviously with Takacs going. We needed just to make sure we had enough quality and cover there. Very high potentially rated. Well, not very high, but got a good potential rating. Again, the stats are what you need in the positions that we want him to play. So when he sits in there, he'll be mainly as an anchor man. So heading's a bit poor, but other than that, he fits everything we need him to. And Victor Pascal, right back or right and left back, has come in from Atletico Madrid on a loan deal. Not the best stats, but again, he's going to be mainly a backup. He's only 21, and it's just a good sign that these players now want to come on loan to us. They're actually picking us above other teams as well. So Victor Pascal had some other teams. So I think it was some lower teams in Spain and a team at the lower half of the Premiership, but he decided to come to us, which was very, very good. And then our only monetary signing this transfer window so far, Lino Castagnoli from Paris Saint-Germain. I'm very, very happy with the fact we picked him up for 1.7 million. Already got 2 goals in 4 games. Yeah, I don't know. He's not rated very highly, but I think he's going to be really good. I mean, good like stamina, pace, acceleration, agility, balance, natural fitness, all great for a winger. Work rate, teamwork, passing, first touch, dribbling, crossing. It's all there, and I think, especially in the league, he'll play very well. And it gives us an option. It just gives us another option on that right-hand side with Cespedes when we play with the wingers. So, yeah, we've made a hell of a lot of money this season. And our squad is still looking, I would argue, very, very good. So we've lost Adlanders, but we have Juan Tapia, who's going to be in and around, you know, again, amazing. We're fending off interest for him. He hasn't got a release. I don't think he's got a minimum release fee. No, he hasn't. So we can just keep hold of him. And then Suad Torlak is also around again. High rated potential. Very good left back. He was on loan last year, but we've called him in. He'll be in and around the first team this season. Centre backs, we've still got loads of options of who we can play there. Looking to get rid of Camargo. Not really come on as much as I thought he would. He is going to Cologne for 3.1 million, it looks like anyway. And he's, again, another foreigner, and we're just building up our numbers of foreigners, which is a bit annoying, or non-EUs, I should say. Centre midfielders, we've gone through most of them. Phil Coates is still here as a right back, and he'll be playing or competing with Victor Pascal for that right back position. Wingers, oh, Bertin Atemi. has come back from his loan at Burnley, where he actually played pretty well. He played 35 times in the Premier League, so happy for him to come back, and he looks like he's going to be absolutely immense for us this season. So I'm hoping he can kick on and fill that role that Mustafa has left. That's basically what I want Bertin Atemi to do. We've got Cespedes, a new signing, Castagnoli as the right midfielders. Left midfielders is Aitama and Sam Leftfoot. Centre midfielders in the attacking role, we are looking to bring in another attacking midfielder because Lovric, Leld and Luis Carlos aren't the best at that role. So looking to bring in someone to sit behind the strikers. And then our strike force that we've got to choose from is Paul Radford. Yeah, I was happy to keep hold of him. He had a pretty decent season last year, 11 in 19, and he's got 2 in 1 this season already. Obviously, Alex Cardos, everybody knows about. He wants to move. He's put a transfer request in, and I've said he can go as long as someone pays 50 million. So Man United have offered 35, Chelsea have offered 37, Man City offered 35 or 36. But if no one wants to pay me 50 million, then he's not going anywhere. Hams Begovic is coming on amazingly good. He's probably... That's why I can sell Cardos, because Hams Begovic is insane. He's insanely good, Hams Begovic, so I'm happy to keep in. And Christian Garber came back from his loan spell at Celje, where he scored 24 in 29 and won the Player of the Year. So more than happy to get him back involved at the club this season. He's only going to be a backup player. He's nowhere near as good as Hams Begovic or Cardos. So yeah, he's going to be a backup player, and really, that's what his role is going to be this season. And that is the team that we have this year. The same 2 goalkeepers as last year, Bacola and Big Mac. Big Mac dropping off a bit in the ability and the potential stuff. We're looking at possibly trying to bring in some other people. Ivan Sains is someone that I've been trying to get quite a lot of times this summer. Made a bid. We're struggling to get contracts together, so I'll have to see how that goes. We are inquiring about quite a few people. I'm trying to get in this youngster, Philip Thornston, who looks very good, but I don't think Gardens are going to go for the offer that I've put in. It's probably a little bit low. And Fabio Celinio is someone that he's on the transfer list as a goalkeeper. He looks slightly better than Big Mac, but I haven't scouted him yet. So we're going to try and see what he's like once scouted. And if he's of similar sort of level to Big Mac, we'll get him in because he's younger. And we'll go from there. But really, that's everything caught up on. I mean, finances are looking pretty good. We've got a big hike in money. Obviously, oh yes, that's something I had to say. I nearly forgot. Bojan Ban is pretty much looking to sell the club, which is odd. We've just broken into the league has just broken into the top 10 leagues, and the club has just broken into the top 25 richest in the world, or the top 30. Let's have a look, see if I can find it. Where is club list? Clubs by... No, not finances. Actually, where do we sit on finances? We're still behind most of the English clubs. There we are. So we're 39th. We're the 39th richest or most expensive club in Europe. And we are... I swear we broke into the top 30 or something. I'm probably going to go straight past us, but... We definitely, there we are, there we've got NK Maribor. It doesn't have actually a list, but we are now a national reputation where we were 3.5 stars before. We've progressed to national. We just need to keep doing well in Europe, and we'll progress right up this list and hopefully get to the top of it. But we are getting slightly more TV money now. We are getting more sponsorship money spread across the whole league, and the clubs are kind of starting to spend money bringing in players. But yeah, it's always going to be tough when the league starts so low down. But as long as we keep going, it will be fine. But that's enough of my waffling. I've been waffling for nearly 15 minutes. So let's get into the game and play Real Madrid for the UEFA Super Cup, which is something I don't think any NK Maribor fan would have ever thought would be a sentence, even if it is a computer game. I'll see you at the game. So this is how we line up to take on the mighty Real Madrid. Nicolas Bacola in goal. Pascal comes in at right back. Just want to give him a run out really. Kovac and Ricardo are the middle two, and Tapia is the left back. Atemi and Lopez start in the middle. Cespedes, Lovric and Aitama sit behind Hams Begovic up front on his own. Real Madrid look they're ridiculously good. I mean, look at their striker. He is just phenomenal. Well, oh yes, he's a world-class striker. We have a world-class striker of our own. He's on the bench, but Alex Carlos is now actually listed as world-class striker, which is another reason why I'm not accepting anything less than 50 million for him. So, yeah, I'm not going to accept anything under 50 million. On our bench, Sam Leftfoot does make the bench, so he'll be happy about that. Castagnoli, Hasby, Jay-Z, Cardos, Coates and Big Mac make up the rest of our substitutes bench, and hopefully they won't be getting too many splinters. Something we've changed this season for the tactics-wise is we've changed this midfielder here from a ball-winning midfielder on the defend to a deep-line playmaker. Where we play out the back, I think it'd be quite useful having two ball players in there rather than someone who's just going to get yellow cards and give away fouls. But we'll have to see how it works out. So the game gets underway, and thank you so much for all the lovely comments on the last video. It was amazing to actually see all these people that are subscribed, and then like you win something and they all comment and say hello and congratulations. So it was really good to see that. If you're enjoying the series, hit that like button. Just let me know. It would be great if you could do that. And if you are new and you're signed up to YouTube, subscribe, because there's going to be videos like this hopefully every day, apart from Thursday and Friday of this week, because I'm not here. I'm away on a stag do in the wonderful city of Edinburgh, as Bacola makes a very good one-on-one save there from Van der Velde, and I'm desperate for a drink. So right, a nice little sip of water and we're back. So Nielsen brings forward, shoots. Zulu will pick this up, which is an amazing name for a region, just to be called Zulu. It's unbelievable. We've stuck with our attacking formation. I thought, why the hell not? It's the Super Cup. We never thought we'd be here. Let's enjoy the moment and just go and attack Real Madrid, who look quite tired on their half of the stats and stuff. But we win the header. Lopez up into Lovric, looking for Hamsbergovic, we couldn't find it. Nielsen brings it forward, good ball over the top, and Gahoni's got on the end of it. He's a world-class striker. Wasn't a world-class finish. It was pretty poor, to be honest. And they're the sort of chances that both teams, if someone gets a chance like that, should be putting it away. I don't care who you are. Lovric is tackled by Murillo. Goni has been, oh my god, I've changed that from a ball-winning midfielder to a deep-line playmaker so they don't give away stupid fouls and pick up yellow cards, and the person that's changed that role has just been sent off. Unbelievable. Right, when I go a man down, I always change to this formation, so that's what we're going to do right now, because I have to take one of the wingers off, which in this situation will probably be Cespedes, who'll sit in there. He'll be replaced by Lovric, and then it'll be Cespedes for Christian Adjezi, who will come in, yeah, he's a Jay-Z, yeah, who's going to come in and sit there as a half-back, and will play the rest of the UEFA Super Cup with 10 men, because Santiago Lopez is a complete moron. Zulu brings it forward, he puts a crossing, Goni's there and heads wide, and Real Madrid would probably argue that they should definitely be winning this game by now. But Atemi tries to get in. It's clear. Zulu picks it up. A ball over the top again to Goni. Goni's in. Bacola makes a very good save. A good catch. And we've just got to hope that we can do something with this ball. As we're looking for Otama, but Madrid have cleared it. Tapia picks it up. We've got lots of time to pick an option. He finds Ricardo. Ricardo back to Kovac, who is, I reckon, will be having a great season for us this year. As Hamsbergovic in, he shoots, and it is 1-0. And this is exactly why, if we get 50 million for Carlos, I'm not that fussed, because Hamsbergovic is amazing. He's a monster. Also, something we're going for this season is we're changing from behind the goal low to director for replays. So we're just going to see what view the computer gives us. And that's a great finish from Hamsbergovic. The goalkeeper for Madrid had no chance with that one from the edge of the box. But let me know down below, do you prefer it? Would you prefer it to be this director cam for replays on the goals, or the behind goal low that we were using for all the other episodes in this series? As Goni puts the ball into Nielsen, cut across, Zulu has hit the bar, and it just will not go in the back of the net for Real Madrid, which is totally fine by me. If it wants to keep staying out, that would be wonderful. As Horta picks it up in midfield to Nielsen, to Goni, Goni out to Perez. Perez shoots, Bacola makes the save, tips it around the post for a corner, which is going to be put into the box by Van der Velde, and Bacola makes a very good, simple, easy catch. And then it's cleared to nobody, but Perez heads it out, and we are going to, I think for the second half, we're going to go to key highlights, because I'm conscious that this episode has already gone on for quite a while anyway, because we had loads to get through. So, as Perez does very well to keep that in play. Tapia wins it back, but Rugani intercepts the ball up to Hamsbergovic, and it looks like Madrid are getting, well, I was going to say much more into this game, but they've bossed it anyway, and there they get their goal that they do thoroughly deserve, let's be honest. Robbie van der Velde, which is an amazing name, has made it 1-1. And I just love people's names on Football Manager. I realise that. I say it more and more, where it's just like, oh, he's got an amazing name. One of the guy from Leverkusen who's got a double barrel name, I signed him because, well, I looked at him first because of his name, which was brilliant. But anyway, yeah, probably going to go to key highlights for the second half, because this episode, I've been recording for over 20 minutes already, so I'll have to do a bit of editing. But I think the second half will just go down to key. There was a good first half. It was a good first half. I think Madrid have bossed it a little bit, but I think we can be alright. You weren't that bad. I can still improve. You weren't that bad. I've got faith. I've got faith in all of you. Let's just keep this going. Anyone playing horrendously bad? Tapia and Pascal, which is interesting because it's quite rare for both fullbacks to play badly. We'll bring Coates on for the second half because he's good. That's the excuse I'm using. And we are going to change it to key just so that we don't have to see every single thing that happens in this game and extend this episode to be possibly half an hour, which is something I don't want it to do. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, everyone. It's really, really nice to have all your support, and the series is still going. It looks like it's getting some love. And at this point, I think I'm 3 subscribers off 600, so that is really, really good. I'm really happy with that, because I can't believe there are 600 people out there that would want to watch me play football. Well, there aren't 600 people. There's 597 at the moment that want to watch me play Football Manager, and it's a good feeling. It sort of makes you feel like you're doing something right, which is yeah, fine by me. I'm actually going to take Itama off, and I'm going to be very, very no, I was going to say narcoleptic. That's the people that fall asleep. Have big nepotism and bring on Sam Leftfoot as Coates gets that away. Yeah, bring on my son. Get him a game in Europe in the European Super Cup. Either way, he'll get a winners medal or a runners-up medal, which is something to add. Oh my God, we've scored. Kovac at the back post has headed it in. Absolutely wonderful. Coates, the sub, comes on, puts in a corner to the back post, and Kovac heads it in, and we'll see it better from this view here. As Coates swings it all the way to the back post, Kovac looks to get a run on his man, heads it. Goalkeeper should probably do better, Juranovic in goal. And Kovac runs off celebrating like an absolute lunatic and puts NK Maribor 2-1 up. And they're in again. It's Nielsen. He shoots. He's hit the bar. They've hit the woodwork 3 times in this game. That is crazy stuff. They are battering us. We're going to drop our line back to a normal line at the moment and just go from there. We've made all our subs. So we've just got to let the game ride out. Let it ride and see what we can do. And with 10 minutes to go, we're 2-1 up against Real Madrid and could be adding another European trophy to the cabinet. And the time's gone down. There's 2 minutes left. Hamzovic flicks it on. Sam Leftfoot can't get there. Nielsen into Goni. Goni comes forward. Out to Sandoval. Sandoval shoots. Bacola makes a save. Ricardo gets in and hacks the clearance. And Madrid have absolutely annihilated us in this game, and we really don't deserve this. But I don't care, because it looks like it's going to be another European trophy, and it is another European trophy for NK Maribor. This is mental. This is absolutely mental. I'm really proud of everyone. With 10 men as well. We played most of that game with 10 men. That's... wow. We've just won the Europa Super League. Super Cup. I can't even... Euro Super Cup. I can't even pronounce it. Unbelievable. We've got an early double on in the season. We get 3.4 million. I'm declared as one of the best ever, which is really good. Don't know where I go now in the Hall of Fame. 15th in the World Hall of Fame, which is fine by me. I'm creeping up the ladder. They all love me. Yeah, Kovac had a good game. Oh, my offer for Celino has been accepted, and people want Markic. Okay, well, he'll be off, I imagine, because he's not going to get anywhere near the first team. But there we go. Yeah, we end another episode and start another season with a new bit of silverware, which is always fantastic. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We're going to leave it there. Leave a like for that, because we've just beaten Real Madrid in a European final, which is crazy. But thanks very much for watching. I will speak to you all very, very soon. And yeah, catch you guys in a bit. Cheers.